Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo and today is Wednesday, December 13th, 2017. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Newton's law states that an object in motion tends to stay in motion. So in some roundabout way, I guess that means that reigning figure Olympia champ Cyd Gillon is on the right track to making her first title defense. Over the weekend, we saw Team Gillon release some new leg training video that shows the most dangerous woman in the sport looking as strong as we've seen her in this post-Olympia run. Training with the weight of the crown on their shoulders has traditionally been a major motivator for the previous grades of the division. And if Gillon really is cut of that ilk, and I believe that she is, then figure fans should expect to see fireworks on the Olympia stage again next season. Right now, we've got a ton of high-level talent populating the NPC and the classic physique division, but it looks like we might have to wait a while before we see one of the amateur level's biggest names hit the stage again. Last weekend, classic physique up-and-comer Calum Von Moger went under the knife to repair a partially torn bicep tendon that he suffered recently out at Gold's Gym Venice following some ill-advised activity in the gym with fellow classic physique superstar Chris Bumstead. From what I'm hearing, the injury shouldn't be anything that impacts the Aussie-born superstar's long-term success, and with a little bit of luck, he should be back to full strength again in a few weeks. This kid has pro-star potential written all over him, so I hope for his sake and the sake of the fans in the division that everything goes according to plan, because a healthy Calum Von Moger definitely adds a little bit more juice to the sport. I can't say that I've had the good fortune to see what Hawaii looks like in late February, early March, but hopefully my old buddy Margaret Gnarr will drop me a postcard so I can find out. Last weekend, Gnarr announced via Instagram that she was planning to bring her talents to the stage for the first time next season at the Hawaii Pro, where she'll look to bring a little bit of that old Icelandic fury to the Big Island. Once again, this year we saw Gnarr make one of her patented late season runs, including that brilliant performance she put on to win the Prague Pro for the second time in her career. So if she can get the engines fired up a little earlier now, she's more than capable of pulling off the early season victory out in the South Pacific. Every once in a while, you can see an athlete and just know that they're on the verge of doing something special. And right now, I'm starting to feel that way about rookie big man Joe Mackey. A few weeks after putting together an awesome debut performance back at the Ferrigno Legacy Classic, the former NPC super heavyweight standout is off to the races this offseason. Late last week, Mackey and his team floated out a few new update photos where we see the crazy roundness and tie-ins that make his look so very special. If Mackey can add some more density to fill out that huge frame, he has a chance to be a really intriguing prospect. And it'll be interesting to see what sort of changes he'll be able to make as the rest of the offseason starts to roll along. To quote the great Aristotle, excellence is won by training and habituation. So I guess that puts to rest the mystery of why Nicole Wilkins has been so good for so long. Last weekend, the Golden Girl of Figure dropped a few random update photos where we see her showing off some of the assets that have turned her into her first ballot Hall of Famer. From what I can tell, it looks like business as usual over there in the Wilkins camp, which means we'll probably see her back on the Olympia stage again at the end of next season. And as long as she's still out there doing her thing, you have to believe that she's got a puncher's chance to put herself back into title contention on any given night. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.